3 fiends. They'll be talking about this for years.
You're a tough one, Varka. Couple of those bites should have killed you.
Almost did. Your quick shooting saved my hide.
Yeah, well...
You're both strong, but together, you're unstoppable.
Yeah, I get it.
You're pretty impressive yourself, Pathfinder.
Too bad you're not Krogan. You'd make a good warlord.
Warlord Ryder does have a nice ring to it.
Ha ha! Spoken like a Krogan. Been working on those pointers you gave me.
It shows.
Feel like we can finally collide.
Got the Pathfinder.
Taught you to shoot, Harper. Your stance is all over the place.
It's a Karita stance. Classic for Asari commandos, but it's not for everyone. A Krogan, for example, would look like a whale trying to dance ballet.
Better than looking like a Solarian tied to a ceiling fan.
Confirmed. Calling outpost.
You really did it. Almost a civil war, and you brought them back.
But it's all about the resources. No poetry, right?
I considered the Krogan a permanent loss. Too many egos involved. Thankfully, my ledgers don't care how they get filled. If I can retroactively call the Krogan colony an outpost, that's a win. But that practicality is not universal. Tan will hate this.
You know, it's hard to calculate how few fucks I give about Tan's opinion.
I, of course, can't comment. This is the last one, Pathfinder. The last golden failure we thought we'd lost. You did it. And it'll bring thieves. Check the Zaubre system for Dr. Kennedy's trackers. I need to know her status. But for now, I need your voice to remind them what this meant. Get the flags waving.
This seems more important than that.
It's about setting a tone, not telling the whole story.
Thanks to the Krogan doing what Krogan do. Surviving despite and in spite of everything. We have another home. It's not tame, it's not safe, but it's bringing the dream back. New Tachanka.
One for the records, Pathfinder. Addison out.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
One of your people tried to enter our family quarters. You tell him if we catch him there again, he's losing a hand.
If you touch my people, we have a problem. Karista Chana, Andromeda Initiative. Here to oversee operations and attempt to repair relations between the Nexus and the Nakmor clan. It is a tremendous accomplishment, securing their cooperation.
Just make sure you guys don't screw it up a second time.
Well deserved. Leadership's previous decisions regarding the Krogan were short-sighted, prejudiced. I won't repeat their mistakes.
How's the situation here?
Actually, I have a concern. There's a remnant architect in the area. You might have even seen it on your way in. If it detects us, or the Krogan, it's going to attack.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ryder. In the meantime, I'll have our security on alert. If it comes down to a fight, we'll fight.
I should get going.
Be well, Pathfinder.
Missed a shot or two back there, huh?
2 words, Harper. Covering and fire. Can get you a picture book if you need one.
Nah, I wouldn't deprive an old man of his bedtime reading.
That's the last of these news receivers. Let's go tell Davis.
Hostage crisis in hydroponics ended after nuclear security.
You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
We should search for information on Ania's water source. Her office is probably a good start.
How's it going? Need something?
I'll look around.
You've survived the gang leaders and the worm so far. I'm impressed.
What happened to the other salvage runner, Lieta?
The Angara? Who's asking?
I am.
Lieta's dealt with enough. She doesn't need a Pathfinder poking around.
She has a friend here. He wants to make sure she's okay.
Yeah? Where was he when Lieta was in trouble?
Just tell me where she is.
I don't know. Her ship was gone, so I flew her to Kadara. I didn't ask questions. Talk to Colt Dalton if you want to know more. He's the docks manager on Kadara. She had to go through him to get anywhere.
Take it easy.
Always do.
Pathfinder,
I should get going.
careful out there.
Get out of my face. Pathfinder, did you track down my sister?
I found her all right. She's running guns for the scavengers, arming them for a fight.
She's what?
Says she's finally getting the respect she deserves. She's not leaving.
So, she's back to her old routine. Get in with the wrong people, make trouble. Typical Izzy. I was ready to give up everything. I don't know why I stick my neck out for her.
Stop thinking about her and focus on what's best for you.
And just abandon my family? Maybe you're right. If she wants to stay, fine. I'm going back to the Nexus to make my own life. Pathfinder, thanks for your help.
This is Ania's office.
I'll be the lookout. Check the door.
As expected, it's locked.
The scan should tell you how best to proceed, Pathfinder.
You know, and beat it to you. I hit them. You kill me, no chance you're leaving this hellscape. And I'm gonna kill you, God. I just told you I have your map. Way off this planet. How are you supposed to...
Got the code for the office door.
We're in. Let's be quick in case Ania comes by.
An underground lake. That's where she's getting her water. Got the nav point. Let's get out of here.
You kill me, no chance you're leaving this hellscape.
Next kid is yours, Drac. Won't help your people, but
I'll take that shot.
take as many as you need.
Ryder, worm! Worm! Stay out of its way!
What is that?
Analysis shows it's a remnant abyssal. Locals call it the Worm. Non-hostile and impervious to weaponry. However, I advise keeping your distance.
Good to know.
Outlaw junk pile. They'll want to defend it. never get used to that thing. That's a lot more water than I was expecting.
Huh. I wonder what the Remnant Builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder. I thought you were someone I could trust. I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
Hey, I didn't take anything. Left every single drop of water where I found it. Count them if you like.
Very glib. Do you know why I do this? My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
That's awful. You have my sympathy.
I've no use for sympathy. You can keep it. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Elaaden is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Elaaden remains mine.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you. I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe. You haven't said anything to anyone, I hope. Don't forget to check the office if you haven't already. Left something in there for you.
You hinted at your story when we last talked. Your brother, the lake. I'd like to know more.
Feels like so long ago. We were just exploring, looking for places, scrap minerals, anything. Asgard provoked a pod of remnant, and we figured they had to be guarding something. That's how we found the lake. It allowed us to make Elaaden our refuge.
And then the Nexus Exiles came along.
Asgard felt sorry for them. They were so far from home. Most were fine, but one man wanted to know where the water was. He captured Asgard, forced him to tell, then killed him. I avenged my brother, but I learned I couldn't trust outsiders.
Do you think you can keep this up forever? They'll find the water eventually.
I don't know. I'll take each day as it comes. Perhaps with your help, I can keep these exiles from destroying Elaaden.
I'll look around.
All systems green.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.